Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. In today's video, I'll be using Honeybee Stamp's Lovely Layers Seasonal Frame. For a sentiment, I have their Seasonal Sentiment stamp set and coordinating honey cut dies. For pattern paper, I'm bringing in an older collection, still one of my favorites, Grain and Grunge. I selected this lovely blue wood grain paper for the background. I'm layering it on some dark teal cardstock. The background piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and the cardstock layer is an additional 1/8 of an inch. So 4 1/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch. Put ATG tape on the back and add my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. I've already gone ahead and cut out all of the die cut pieces. And you can probably tell from looking at the die cut pieces that I'll be making a fall card. I'll start by attaching the frame. I used some craft colored cardstock. Just put glue on the back and adhered it to the center of the card, slightly more toward the top. I cut out all the little branch pieces from a darker brown cardstock. The die set includes 2 different branch corner pieces and 1 gathering of branches or twigs that you could put at the center, top, or bottom of your frame. I cut out 4 of the corner pieces, and I'm putting the matching set in the opposite corner. For the little gathered twigs, I'll put that in the very center of the frame. I'm using Barely Art glue, and I'm putting just enough on the back so the branch pieces stay in place. I'm not worrying about getting glue on the end of every single little bit of the branch. There are 2 different flower die images. I selected one and turned it into a sunflower. I cut out 2 of the petal pieces. The back petals are a slightly darker yellow shade. I'll glue them together, offsetting them slightly so it looks like a nice full sunflower. I use a dark brown cardstock for the very center of the sunflower. I'm also adding some foliage pieces. I used a lighter shade of green cardstock, putting 2 in the upper right hand corner and 2 in the lower left hand corner. I will be popping up all 3 of the sunflowers using some thin foam squares. I'll put 1 sunflower in the upper right hand corner and 2 in the lower left hand corner. Now I'll add leaves underneath the sunflowers. I used a darker shade of green cardstock, and I am cutting the very end of the leaves. That way I can tuck them easily underneath the flower and you won't be able to see that portion. With my fingers, I'm also curling up the outside edge of the leaf just for a little extra dimension. Put a tiny bit of glue on the end and tuck it in underneath the flowers. With the tip of my tweezers, I'm pressing down on the glued end of the leaves. That way I can sneak underneath the popped up sunflowers. I have 2 more leaves to adhere. This set includes a single leaf and also double leaves. The die set also includes a bird. There are 3 layers for the bird. The background piece of the bird will be the feet and the head. Then there's the centerpiece, that will be the chest of the bird. And the final layer is the outside wing and tail. Just glue all of those together. And I did add just a tiny bit of brown ink to the top of the bird's head. Popped it up with some foam dimension. And I'll have the bird sitting on the center of the frame on the left side. For a sentiment, I've already stamped and cut out Autumn Greetings. Using the outline die, I cut out another piece from some dark brown cardstock, and I'll adhere the 2 pieces together, creating a brown drop shadow underneath the sentiment. It helps it stand out against the background. I will pop up the sentiment using some foam dimension. This is Honeybee Stamp's black foam strips. I cut 1 piece in half to fit behind the narrow sentiment. Then I'll adhere it in the lower right-hand corner of the frame. For embellishments, I'm using Honeybee Stamp's brand new Winter Pearl stickers. Selected a light blue color that matches the wood grain pattern paper. I'll put 2 in the lower left-hand corner, 1 underneath the sentiment on the left side, and 2 in the upper right-hand corner. They do have adhesive on the back, but I like to add a small drop of glue just to make sure they stay in place. For a final finishing touch, I'm adding some sparkle to the center of all of the sunflowers using a clear glitter brush. So there is my finished card. I love how this one turned out. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links provided in the description box below. This is a great die set and perfect to use for cards year-round. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.